Over the past few years, the use of social media has exploded and continues to grow. Hundreds of millions of people use social media every day to connect with their friends, family, and even their colleagues. They use social media networks like Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and even Instagram. The use of social media to share personal information is popular with most anyone who uses the internet. With the growth of social media also comes the growth of privacy issues. In a world where technology is found everywhere, we have to ask ourselves, what is privacy?
I'm Nick Jones, a student at Henderson State University, and privacy to me is not having to worry about other people getting into my business. It's about having the freedom to do what I want and not have others judge me. It's about just being able to be me.
Hi, I'm Lauren Waters, a graduate of Henderson State University. When I think of what privacy means to me, I relate it in terms of wanting to remain unnoticed, whether it's personal information or even relationships with other people. If a person would want to keep that private, they'll make an effort to keep that information from being available to everyone.
Privacy is defined as a private matter, a secret, a state of freedom from intrusion. But how does privacy tie in to the use of social media networks?
Hi, I'm Jack Vale, and I wanted to see how easy it would be to get personal information from complete strangers. And while I'm at it, of course, freak them out a little bit. Keep in mind when you watch this video, I got all of this information just by searching their personal social media posts. And I got it by searching for the closest Twitter, Instagram, and other social media posts to my current location. Let's go. Sorry to bother you. Is your name Jessica?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Jack.
Hi.
Hi, nice to meet you. How are you?
Good. That's my name.
Ashley. Whenever it comes to me and I know who it is, okay. I know it's weird, but I have to shout it out to see if I'm right, and in that case I was right, so.
What the f*** right now? Wait a minute.
Are you Stephanie?
How do you know me?
How you doing? I'm Jack.
Did you just make that up and you just said that?
No, Elena, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I was just gonna say happy birthday. Someone in your family is referred to as Pops. Is it like a dad or a grandpa or something?
You were tripping me out right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Hi, Jack.
Happy birthday to you too, because I know you were actually, I should have said it to you because yours was before hers. But
birthdays?
anyway, well, it's been like 7 weeks now or something like that. But anyway, good to see you guys. See you later. Like a little white curly dog, sort of like a little white dog.
Stop it.
That's creepy.
Do you have a dog?
Paris.
I don't know Paris. Wait.
It wasn't Paris though, it was like the first few letters, like pear or par or something like that. Am I right?
That's what I don't know. I didn't know if she had a dog.
Seriously?
I swear to God.
Blanca or Blanca? Is that, how did I?
Blanca.
It's what?
Blanca.
Blanca. Blanca. Okay, is that your mom?
How do you know that?
Bear, I feel like, or something like.
Who are you? I call Paris Pear Bear.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Cannot.
Recently, like, had lunch, dinner, or something like that. Chicken. There was chicken involved. I know for sure.
Shut the hell up.
I know. Nicky?
You're kidding me.
Is it right?
Yeah.
See what I mean? Yeah.
You're kidding me.
Yeah.
You were tripping me out.
Who's like Richard? I keep thinking Richard. What is it?
Richard Parker.
Richard Parker, like Peter Parker, because I had a Spider-Man flashback. Your last name starts with a K. Crow, something like that.
Who told you to do this? Because that's a lie.
Did you leave your license somewhere?
Seriously, did you drop it?
There's some business that you're in, some kind of a business that has to do with cell company or phone company or something like that. Yes? Wait. Is it AT&T?
What the f*** is that?
AT&T, yeah. Let me see what else I can find out from your Instagram. So this is a social media experiment. And there's video cameras. Through that picture we were able to find out all kinds of other stuff. No, it's just... Oh no, it was just a little prank, a hidden camera prank. You're welcome. See you later. So my name's Jack Vale.
Hi, Jack.
So I use social media all the time, and this experiment has definitely made me think a little differently about it. But I want to know what you guys think. Does it creep you out that a stranger can get this information about you, or no big deal? Let me know what you think in the comments below. See you later.
At the end of Jack Vale's video, one of the victims of his experiment says, "Thanks for invading our privacy." Is it really invading his privacy if he is the one who put the information on the internet for anyone to find?
No, I don't think it's possible to use social media and have privacy, but you don't have to put every detail about your life out there for everyone else to see. I think it is possible to use social media in a way that isn't self-destructive.
Yes, you can have social media and remain private to a certain extent. There are different levels of privacy, from being fully exposed or very conservative. I believe you as the user are in control of what others can access.
To some extent, using social media does eliminate the possibility of your life and personal information being 100% private. Putting an abundance of personal information on the web can definitely have its drawbacks, especially when you do it compulsively. Using social media can cause a variety of issues, and a lack of good judgment undoubtedly comes with its consequences. Social media can cause problems with your employment. There are numerous cases about people who have lost their jobs because of questionable pictures, Facebook posts, tweets, and other social media activity, all because they put their lives up for everyone to see on the internet. Sometimes people fail to realize the consequences of using social media until they hear terrifying stories about other people. What is even more terrifying is that what you put on the internet is basically out there forever. Even if you delete a tweet on Twitter or a picture you uploaded on Facebook, it is never really gone. Other users can screenshot any information you put on the web and have possession of it without your knowledge.
The pictures were exactly what you'd expect from a European summer vacation. Cafes in Italy and Spain, the Guinness Brewery in Ireland. So 24-year-old Ashley Payne, a public high school English teacher in Georgia, was not prepared for what happened when her principal asked to see her in August 2009.
He just asked me, "Do you have a Facebook page?" And, I was still confused as to why I was being asked this, but I said yes. And he said, "Do you have any pictures of yourself up there with alcohol?"
In fact, the picture that concerned the principal, showing Payne holding a glass of wine and a mug of beer, was on her Facebook page. There was also a reference to a local trivia contest with a profanity in its title. She was told a parent of one of her students called to complain. And then, Payne says, she was given a choice: resign or be suspended.
He told me that I needed to make a decision before I left that room, or he was going to have to go on and suspend me.
She resigned. Attorney Richard Storrs is fighting to get Payne's job back.
It would be like I went to a restaurant and I saw my daughter's teacher sitting there with her husband having a glass of some kind of liquid. Is that frowned upon by the school board? Is that illegal? Is that improper? Of course not. It's the same situation in this case.
But here's the really troubling part. Payne had used the privacy settings on Facebook. She thought that only her closest friends could see her vacation photos or her use of the B word.
I wouldn't use it in the classroom, no, but Facebook is not the classroom, and it's not open to the students of my classroom. They are not supposed to see it. I have privacy in place so that they don't see it.
Privacy? What Ashley Payne or any one of us who uses the internet has to realize is this. Today, our private lives are no longer so private.
When we talk about a right to privacy, what we're really talking about is the right to control information we consider to be private.
Frederick Lane is an attorney and the author of American Privacy. Considering what happened to Ashley Payne, does that mean that even when you think you have some amount of privacy on a page, you may not?
You absolutely may not. All it takes is one person making a copy of what you've posted, and it's out in the wild, and you no longer have that control.
And we're not losing that control, we're giving it away. Every time we buy with credit cards, use cell phones which signal our location, or post pictures on social networks like Facebook. Just sending an email may make public private information.
That's what is a constant tension in our society. We trade information that our parents and our grandparents would have considered private for fun, for convenience, that kind of thing.
We are our own worst enemy.
I don't think there's any question about that at all. I think that we're giving it up. We're putting it out into the world.
The tension between technology and privacy is nothing new. In the late 19th century, there was an outcry over a seemingly harmless invention, the first Kodak camera, and the birth of snapshot photography.
For the first time, people were sneaking around taking photos of other people without their permission.
It sparked this, an 1890 Harvard Law Review article in which the future Supreme Court Justice, Louis Brandeis, and attorney Samuel Warren warned against an ongoing loss of privacy. Today, one of the fastest growing businesses on the internet is something called data mining. Companies collecting our private information, packaging it, using it, selling it.
I think this is your social security number.
Yes, it is. Michael Furtick, a Harvard Law School grad who runs a company called Reputation.com, came up with information I thought was private. I was wrong. He also revealed what he called my online reputation, based mainly on where I happen to live.
Our query is pretty confident that you're a Catholic, and also we're pretty confident that you donate a lot to charitable causes.
But that may not be correct.
That may not be correct.
And then there's something that could cause a real headache down the road.
There's an Aaron F. Moriarty who grew up just a few miles from where you did, who has been convicted of serving alcohol to minors. And it would be very easy for a machine to confuse you and that person and to think that you are a convicted criminal.
I mean, the reality is that most people don't even look past page one.
Furtick's company helps people track down and correct misinformation, but most of us will never even know it's there.
The dossier on each of us that is easily aggregated digitally is now probably, let's say, call it 10 pages. 4 years ago it was 2 pages. In 4 or 5 years it's going to be 100 pages. Why? Because the amount of data that's being collected about each of us every day proliferates.
But David J. Moore, who runs 24/7 Real Media, an internet advertising firm, seems unfazed. He points out that marketing information about potential customers is really nothing new.
Magazine publishers for years have been selling the list of subscribers they have to advertisers that want to send a mailing to them.
And keep in mind, the more specific, detailed the information, the better companies can target their advertisements to customers who really want it.
Let's ask the 500 million people that are on Facebook, how concerned are they about their privacy? Or the 100 million that are on MySpace. Most of them really don't care.
Don't tell that to high school teacher Ashley Payne.
Yes, I put it on the internet, so you can make the argument that because it's on the internet, it's public, regardless of whether or not I made it private. But it sort of feels like the same thing as if I'd had those pictures in a shoebox in my house and someone came in and took them and showed one of those pictures to my principal.
What's worse, after she resigned her job at Appalachia High School, Payne says she learned the original complaint came in an anonymous email, not in a phone call from an angry parent.
No parent has ever claimed it. There's never been any other complaints against me at the school from teachers, students, or parents.
Officials at the Barrow County Schools who declined to speak to Sunday Morning have so far refused to rehire Payne. In court documents, they say teachers were warned about unacceptable online activities. Payne's page, they say, promoted alcohol use and contained profanity. She is now in graduate school and is suing the district. She says she wants to be sure that the internet won't just record how Ashley Payne lost her job, but that she fought back.
I want to clear my name, first of all. I just want to be back in the classroom, if not that classroom, a classroom. I want to get back to doing what I went to school for, my passion in life.
Social media does not only affect your employment. Users of social media are also easy targets for identity theft, sexual predators, burglars, and stalkers. Putting your location, daily plans, and other information like this lets everyone know exactly what you are doing and where you are. This information could be dangerous in the hands of a predator. It is beginning to become a norm to be a member of a social network for social, personal, and professional reasons. The social media community is growing every day. If you do decide to venture out into the world of social media, you can learn from the mistakes of others who failed to protect their privacy. Educate yourself on the privacy settings of the social media you're using. This should be something that you do regularly, not just once, because they change. Be careful when posting pictures. Use good judgment when you post photos, and be mindful that they could affect your employment and overall your reputation. Avoid location-based services. Letting people know your every move is an invitation for a predator. And most importantly, limit personal information. Once you put your information out there, it's out there forever, for everyone to see.